Hi, good day. My name is Tope Sandetayo, and I'm an information security administrator intern at Virtually Testing Foundation. And today we'll be presenting on team conflict management. As we know, conflict is part of our lives as individuals, as human. So we cannot separate conflict, especially at the workplace, which is made up of two or more individuals. So let's dive in. Now, let me start by saying all human beings are equal. All human beings are not the same. All human beings are equal. That is, in we have equal right. We have right to live, and but today I'll be focusing on the second part of this quote. That is, all human are not the same, and not the same in terms of a personality, in terms of our ideologies. So, when there are different ideologies, conflict becomes inevitable. So, a team is made up of more than one individual who are from different social, cultural, biological, and physical background. This variation results in difference in opinions, difference in ideologies, interpretation of information, actions, and reaction to stimuli, and a lot more. As a means of a daily survivor, human, we come together with various individual and collective goals in spite of these differences. This is within us as human. So this made communication inevitable because when we meet, we interact. Now, despite the importance of communication in workplace, it may generate conflict, yes, which may arise in the team when there are differences in ideology, opinion, view regarding objectives, goals, names, or techniques among the team members. So it could also occur as a result of team members' individual personality traits. And we know that um, two human beings cannot act the same way. Psychologically, we are not programmed to act and react, to behave in a similar manner. So the underlying circumstance made conflict inevitable, especially in the workplace. So conflict is part of our life as humans. And the manager or leader therefore has a pivotal role to play in resolving conflict in both formal and informal setting. And let me just say this: conflict is normal. Conflict, I repeat, is normal. So we will surely come across conflict as long as we are human. Now, what is team conflict management? Before I dive into that, I would love to define team as a group of people who relate and work together to achieve common goal. Note, common goal. Now, conflict is a struggle or clash between opposing forces. It can also be seen as battle. Also, it's a state of opposition between ideas, interests, and conflict also could be disagreement or controversies. Now, conflict management. Now, conflict management involves the application of skills, techniques, strategies towards limiting the negative effect of conflict while increasing the positive aspect of conflict. Now, in other words, conflict could generate positive result in some regards. Now, the end goal of conflict management is to enhance our learning and team outcome, which includes effectiveness, performance in a work setting. This action is actually carried out by leader or manager of a team. Now, causes of conflict. There are a lot of factors that could generate conflict in organization among the team members. And this could include poor management, unfair treatment, unclear job roles, inadequate training, poor communication, poor work environment, lack of equal opportunity, bullying, harassment, and lots more. So a lot of these factors could actually generate conflict in a team. Now, effect of conflict. As I have mentioned initially, I said conflict could be an instrument of change. Conflict could have positive result. Now, team conflicts could have positive effects in an organization. These include innovation, instrument of change. It could also open our eyes to new ideas, opportunities. Yes, it could also serve as opportunity to verbalize our names and a lot more. However, the negative effect of conflict could be disastrous to organization goals if not managed. Now, this negative effect could be decreased productivity. That is, the the organizational goals may not be achieved as expected. Also, it could result in work disruptions. Then it could result in low ROI, that is return on investment. When there are decreased productivity and work disruption, automatically it's going to result in low return on investment. So also a negative team conflict could also result in involuntary termination. It could increase stress level and lot more. Now, as managers, there are required skills needed to manage conflict, that is to control conflict. And these include effective communication skill. Then a manager must be fair and impartial. The manager must be humble, must have humility, must be a respected personality, and the manager also must have integrity. Also, a manager must be active, must have active and interpretative listening. This is very key in resolving conflict. Observation and awareness are another skills required of manager. Analytical and evaluative skills, patience, and perseverance. Now, practical approach to conflict management. Now, when conflict are not managed promptly, it may degenerate. To a negative result as outlined above. Now, the following are therefore required of manager to be able to effectively manage conflict, and this include the manager must actually develop rules for handling conflict in an organization. This is more or less like a master plan, because conflict will surely occur in an organizational setting. So having a rule in handling such conflict helps in times of crisis. Now, the manager must spot the early signs of conflict, and this can be achieved through observation. Also, the manager must deal with the conflict promptly. The manager must not pretend as if he doesn't know there is conflict. The manager must deal with it promptly, because not dealing with a conflict may actually result to negative effects as outlined initially. Now, the manager must involve all the parties involved. Yes, all the parties must be involved in order to effectively resolve team conflict. Then the manager must create a healthy culture, and the manager must never take sides. The manager must never take sides. And this is actually where impartiality comes in. Now, the manager must encourage collaboration among the team member. The manager must be able to follow up. Follow up is very important, because through follow up, the manager will be able to know whether the conflict has been resolved or not. So, as I have mentioned initially, conflict is part of our life as individual. We cannot run away from it. We cannot stop it.